Hello, third graders. We are looking today at lesson 5.10. Today, we're going to do some problem solving. First, you're going to need your math journal real early here in this lesson. So, I'd like you to find page 183. All right, let's read this one together here on page 183. Title is Making Sense of a Problem. There are 10 children on Maurice's baseball team. The coach gives each child 2 granola bars from a package of 24 bars. The coach gets the leftover granola bars. How many granola bars does Maurice's coach get? All right, well, let's see. Let's look at the question here. Our first question says, what do you need to find out? So look back, especially at the question part, the question sentence, and tell me, what do we need to find out? Okay, we need to find out how many granola bars Maurice's coach gets. How do I know that? Well, because right here. How many granola bars does Maurice's coach get? So what do you need to find out? I need to find out how many granola bars, I know that's real big, I'll fix it here, the coach gets. Period. Okay, so we write our sentence in that space. Okay, so go ahead and write your sentence if you have not already. Look how I have a capital and a period. And now the second part says to use words or pictures. Now, when you see words or pictures, I'm going to suggest both to show what you know about the problem and how to solve it. So let's draw a picture here. Let's draw a picture of these kids, granola bars, and the coach, right? Now, there's 10 children. I'm not going to draw 10 kids. I'm just going to draw, let's see, I'll just make my little stick guys here. These are going to be each of the children, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You tell me, how many granola bars did it say each kid gets? It says 2 up in the problem, so 2 for each one of them. Let's put 2. I'll put it right on their heads here. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. And then I need the coach. Here, we'll make the coach big over here. We'll give him arms and legs. Okay, so he's going to get some granola bars. There's a box of granola bars that is 24 granola bars. Let's use some words here and label that. Here's granola bars. Here's the coach. Okay, and our question is, how many is he going to get? So first I need to know, can you tell me, how many granola bars do the kids get? They get 20, right? So I need to, I want to use my math problem here too. They get 20, the coach gets some more, and there's a total of 24. How many does Mr. Coach get? He or she gets 4. 4 what? 4 granola bars. The answer is not just 4. The answer is 4 granola bars. You have to label your answer. All right. So we're working today with solving 2-step real-world problems. Okay, and our goal here is to really make sense of a number story, right? And we work on this a lot, right? Drawing pictures and figuring out what is going on in a problem before we start to solve it. All right, so I'm going to take this problem. I'm going to make it larger. Oh, that made it smaller. And I'm going to ask you about what you think here for this problem. You don't have a copy of this, right? You're going to have to watch on the screen. Here's our problem. Read the problem below. This is about button dolls. Think about what you understand from the story. Tanya is making button dolls for the school fair. What's a button doll? Well, it looks like it's something like this. I don't know exactly. On each doll, she uses 2 buttons for the eyes, 1 button for the nose, and 3 buttons for the clothes. There are 8 buttons in each package. Tanya needs to buy packages of buttons so that all of the buttons will be used without any left over. How many packages could she buy? How many dolls will that make? All right, let's talk first about what we understand, right? So really meaning like, what do you notice in the problem? Tell me something you notice. Okay, and now tell me one more thing, one different thing. What else do you notice? All right, now I'm going to guess that some folks talked about how many buttons she would need for the dolls, right? And I noticed that if I put these together, she needs 6 buttons per doll for each doll. And you might have noticed that there are 8 buttons in each package. Tanya needs to buy packages of buttons so that all of the buttons will be used without any left over. So we know there's going to be some leftovers here, right? If she has 8 buttons in a package and there's 6 buttons in each doll, there's going to be some left over, but she doesn't want to have any left over. Okay, so how many packages could she buy? Well, let's say that she buys, this is her, right? Here, we'll give her a smiley face. Woo! Let's say she is going to buy 1 package. So I'm going to put that package down here. I don't quite like the boxes here. That package has 8 buttons. When she makes a doll, here's the doll that she made. This used 6 of the buttons. So how many extras does she have right now? How many extra buttons? She has 2 extra buttons. We're going to put those over here in her hand. 1, 2. So that's not going, we want to know, we want her to buy some packages, but have no leftovers. So let's have her buy another package of 8. Okay, and then she makes another doll. And that doll, we know, takes 6. How do I know it takes 6? Well, I figured that out up here. That's why it's important to take time to understand a problem. So now she has 2 more buttons left over. How many buttons left over does she have now? She has 4, doesn't she? Okay, so now 4 buttons. Well, she can't make a doll out of that, right? She would need 6. So let's have her build another doll here. Here's the doll she built. Here's the package. She used 6 of them. And she has 2 more extras. Let's give them to her right here. 1, 2 more. So how many extras does she have now? She has 6 extras. Is that enough to make a doll? You better believe it is. It sure is enough to make a doll, right? We know that because we've been making dolls with 6. So she can take these extras and she can use them to create another doll. See how that worked, right? So the important keys here, right? You can see that we are taking time to understand the problem, using an image and a picture to help us, looking at 2 steps. And so our other question here, as I'm looking, how many dolls will that make? Well, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, what is something important that you think we did while we were solving this problem? Okay, lots of things, right? First, we had to read it. We had to read it so carefully. if you don't read the problem carefully, you're going to just get lost and you're just going to start adding up the numbers. So that's what some people do. They just look for all the numbers and then they add them. But that's almost never what we're supposed to do, right? You have to look for key information. You have to visualize, right? Get that picture in your mind. You have to use a picture, draw a picture, look for more than one step. All right. So let's see how we did here. So do we have all of our steps in order, right? When we did that, let's come back to that screen. We have our steps. Now, what we can do, and we'll focus this on another day, is to write an explanation. Okay, and when we were to write in an explanation, that's not our focus right now. We're focusing on the picture here, is to make sure that all the steps are in order, that we have all of the relevant numbers, the numbers that we need, and we use our strategy that we are going to use. Right, we did that. And this is what we want to always check before we finish. And then we need to create our answer with a unit, right? If we just said, where'd it go? Right, when we were writing out our answer, if we just said 4, that would not be correct. We need to put 4 dolls as our answer. Okay, and like I said, we're going to work on the explanations on a different day. You're going to work today here on HomeLink 5.10. Okay, 5.10, you can see that it has 2 problems. And what I want you to focus on is really understanding the problem, using a picture, and noticing if there's more than one step that needs to be done. Okay, and then labeling the unit, right? So whatever, it looks like this one is asking for how many blocks. So a number here is going to be the answer, and then blocks, and your picture is going to be here, right? And any number sentences that you were using going to be over here. Same thing on number 2, okay? This page only has 2 problems, so make sure you take your time and do a nice job. Again, it's in the HomeLinks. It is HomeLink 5.10. All right, 3rd graders, that's all. If you have any questions, be sure to reach out and let me know. HomeLinks book today. Good luck.